to you now. We don't. And with none of my reproof. Now we don't want none of God's reproof, because the rebellion, the freedom, the liberty of sin, the Sodom and Gomorrah society that we live in now, you can't live in the Most High's reproof if you obey in this society. You can't. We don't. I also will laugh at your calamity. This is the Most High saying He will laugh at your destruction. You want to turn to wickedness? You want to turn away from righteousness when He's pouring out His Spirit to you? His long suffering and His mercy for this earth? He said, okay, I'm going to laugh at your calamity and your tragedy. I bet you didn't think the Most High would do that. I bet you think the Lord would laugh at your destruction. I bet you didn't hear that. Your pastors don't talk about that. We don't. I will mock when you fear coming. He said He's going to mock when you fear coming because you don't listen to His words. This is what your pastors is not telling you. You sitting in mega churches all day long being entertained by power speakers, but they're not telling you the destruction that's going to come. They support your vain imagination. Why? Because they have a vain imagination themselves. Let me get Jeremiah 23 and 27. I'm going to show you what y'all doing on Sundays. I'm going to show y'all what y'all listening to on Sundays. Worshiping the sun god, Helios. When we going to wake up? We don't got much time left. There's too many signs being shown, and y'all want to be trusted in y'all devices. Because you think civilization has came so far with technology that we could be rebelling against God. We don't have time for that anymore. I'm not here to entertain your pleasures. I'm not here to be your friend. I'm here to tell the chosen people that they've been destroyed and that they need to come back to their God. I'm here to let the foreign nations know that they need to follow that these destroyed people, and they need to help them to come back to their God, or they will be destroyed too. It's point blank, period. You've been entertained too long. Entertainment has came too far. Read that, Jeremiah 23 and 27.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 23, verse 27, which states to cause my people to forget my name by their dreams, which they tell every man to his neighbor.
Every man to their neighbor. These pastors is passing out dreams, and every man is telling them to their neighbor. Coming out of Sunday church, woo! Girl, did you hear what that pastor said? Oh man, that was a great service. Tell me what scripture he said. Tell me what he said out of the Bible. Lord have mercy, did you hear that choir, girl? Oh man. Tell me what they read out the Bible. Nothing. What they're going to tell you to do is get vaccinated. What they're going to tell you to do is get chipped. What they're going to tell you to do is stay in order when this calamity comes down. When this economy falls. That's what they're going to tell you to do. They're going to tell you what the scripture says, thus saith the Lord. What they're going to do is entertain you. Because you say to yourself, you know what? I had a hard week. I can't wait to go to church. I know Pastor going to bless me with something from his vain imagination. Read that again. Start at verse 26.
How long shall his people in the heart of the prophets that prophesy lies?
How long shall these people in the heart of the prophets prophesy lies? How long are you going to keep trusting in something that they're just making up? They dismiss the whole Old Testament that talks about slavery, that talks about destruction of a certain people, that talks about the redemption of these people, and the cleaving on to other nations. How are we supposed to be the light to the foreign nations if we at the bottom? Stuck with idol worshiping celebrities, buying all type of materialism, lust of the flesh, lust of the eyes. How are we going to be a light to these nations when we always in their schools, when we always are dependent on them for instruction, when we don't even know who we are? How are we going to be a light to deliver them? Because I'm going to tell you something, they don't know struggle like we know struggle. But the Most High is going to deliver us from that struggle. And when they head into the struggle similar to ours, they're going to depend on those that know struggle the best. But if we can't be a light to them, how are we going to deliver? If we can't deliver ourselves, how are we going to be a light to them? We don't.
Yea, they are prophets of the deceit.
They are prophets of deceit. All these Sunday churches that got you breaking the Most High's commandment to observe the Sabbath, which is on a Saturday and not a Sunday. They prophesying in deceit. Read on.
Of their own heart.
Of their own heart. They're not following the book. They know they can't follow the book because they can't keep their tax exemptions. They can't keep their 501c3 that keeps them in a category in which they are in the upper class with their fancy cars and all their things and collecting their tithes, making merchandise out of the people. You can keep sitting in these mega churches if you want to. It ain't no different from Nassau Coliseum. It ain't no different from Madison Square Garden. It ain't no different than the Barclays Center. It's the same thing. Your offerings is like your ticket stubs. You go in there to be entertained, then to get instruction, to get reproof, to be in order, to get morality, to get righteousness, to deliver yourself, to gain salvation, to gain life insurance and not death insurance. Read on.
Which think to cause my people to forget my name.
You heard that? He said, which think to cause the people to forget his name. Children of Israel don't even know the name of their God. We blaspheme his name all the time. You foreign nations, you're all over the place. You got our understanding darkened for following y'all vain and pride of this country. We here to warn y'all also. Children of Israel is back. We coming back to our heritage, whether the elderly, whether the fallen the generations that don't want to believe in God likes it or not.
That's right.
Because Christ said the truth shall be revealed out of the mouth of babes. We're not here to entertain you no more. We're not out here to entertain you no more. We out here to save you. Hold on.
By their dreams, which they tell every man to his neighbor, as their fathers have forgotten my name for Baal.
Forgot his name for Baal. We forgot God's name for Satan. We are straight worshiping Satan. If we ain't worshiping him in church, we are worshiping him in sports. We are worshiping him in movies, reality shows. Anything outside of righteousness is worshiping Satan. Forget about it. You got the elite and the Illuminati got our people, our celebrities selling their souls. This is the beauty of the city. This is the city of Jerusalem. They clapping their hands. They clapping our hands at our destruction. Man. This is so much for you to take in at one time, but it's time to get right because we don't got much time. Drop that. Let me get Psalm 78, verse 5. What you got, Op?
Read. This is Ezekiel chapter 22, verse 26. Her priests have violated my law and have profaned mine holy things.
All these pastors are violating God's law and profaning his holy things with their vain imagination and their collegiate degrees and their theologian certificates. They're profaning God's law. Read on.
They have not put no difference between the holy and profane.
They have put no difference. These pastors in your churches, they have put no difference between the holy and the profane. That means they're telling you can eat what you want. Unclean foods and abominations, shrimp, crab, and lobster that give you high blood pressure at the end of the day. It gives you diabetes and all kinds of illnesses that the Most High is trying to protect you from. These pastors are saying it's okay. It's been nailed to the cross with Christ when the Most High is saying, look, these foods are going to kill you and they are abominations. Not only that, the law, statutes, and commandments are completely being done away with, and now you have sodomy, you have homosexuality uprising in doctrines in the churches. What you said, because they're not teaching law. Read on.
And have hid, they have shown no difference between the unclean and the clean, and have hid their eyes from my Sabbath.
They had hid their eyes from the Sabbath. So they got you worshiping on Sunday instead of the Sabbath on Saturday. Don't you know that the angels practice the Sabbath on Saturday? They've been keeping it. Are you better than the angels in the host of heaven? Bless you, brother. You are not better than the angels in the host of heaven. If you can't practice rest once a week, the Sabbath once a week, how are you going to rest for eternity? Tell me that. If you can't practice it correctly once a week, how are you supposed to rest in peace? You're supposed to practice resting in peace once a week. Let me get Isaiah chapter 58, verse 13. This is how you rest in peace once a week. If you want to rest in peace for the rest of eternity. Read that again.
Her priests have violated my law and have profaned my holy things. They have put no difference between the holy and profane. Neither have they showed difference between the unclean and the clean, and have hid their eyes from my Sabbath.
They have hid their eyes from the Sabbath. But y'all want to rest in peace, but y'all don't know how to practice resting correctly once a week in peace. Even if y'all go to church on Sundays, y'all not practicing correctly in peace. Y'all go to church, when y'all get out of service, you go into the movies, you watching all kinds of uncleanly stuff, you entertain vain babblings, you talking wickedness, you high-minded when you come out of church, when you're supposed to be meek. The pride is not of the Father. So you being profane as soon as you get out of church on Sunday. There is no peace. Some of y'all come out of church and y'all start afflicting your children as soon as y'all get home. Some of y'all come home and there's no peace in the household. But yeah, y'all want to rest in peace? Y'all don't know how to practice rest once a week in peace. That's the Sabbath. I'm going to show you how you rest in peace once a week. According to God's law, which is the Sabbath, which is Saturday, not Sunday. Read
the book of Isaiah, chapter 58, verse 13. If thou turn away thy foot from the Sabbath,
if y'all turn away y'all foot from the Sabbath, read,
from doing thy pleasure on my holy day,
from doing thy pleasure, because to come out of pleasure on this day is also showing your obedience to the Lord. You have to show full obedience to the Lord. Read,
and call the Sabbath a delight.
You have to call the Sabbath a complete delight. That's the only way it's going to be peaceful to you. If it's delightful to you. Read on.
The holy of the Lord.
It's the holy of the Lord. That means the angels know that this is holy as well. So you expecting peace to really come to you? It's not going to come to you if you're not making it a delight. So the angels and the host of heaven can bring that spirit and peace of the Sabbath to your delight. That don't happen on a Sunday. Because Sunday is dedicated to Satan. There's all kinds of confusion going on a Sunday. You have Sunday night football. All weekend long, as soon as the Sabbath come in, Friday, sundown, you going to watch the latest movie. It's all designed for destruction and confusion. Why do you think there's so many murders and everything happening on the weekend? Because nobody's keeping the Sabbath. Nobody's preparing for the Sabbath. There's a preparation that's done on the Sabbath to make the Sabbath a delight. So you don't have to do no work. So you don't have to do anything. But yeah, we want to rest in peace. Israel, not only Israel, but the whole nation's got some nerve. According to our vain imaginations. Read on.
Honorable, and so honor him, not doing thine own ways, nor finding thine own pleasure, nor speaking thy own words. Thou shalt delight thyself in the Lord.
Thou shalt delight thyself in the Lord. You got to keep the Sabbath. But yeah, we want to rest in peace. I don't understand how the two going to correlate together if we're not practicing according to the commandments. Let me get, oh, you got something for me? Okay.
Ezekiel chapter 34. Excuse me, Ezekiel chapter 33, verse 30. Also, thou son of man, the children of thy people are still talking against thee by the walls and in the doors of the house, and speak one to another, everyone to his brother, saying, Come, I pray you, and hear what is the word that cometh from the Lord.
So all the people are talking concerning the truth. You know, they hear what's going on. But will they really listen? Will they really be diligent and follow the word of the Lord? Now that it's coming out. You know?
And they come unto thee as the people coming, and they sit before thee as my people, and they hear thy words, but they will not do them.
So even though we out here, we preaching and we minister and we giving this truth, and we talking about how the Sabbath is ordained by the angels and we have to keep it the seventh day, which is Saturday, that we are no better than the angels. Even though we able to break down and decode the Bible and bring forth the truth concerning the destruction of our people, bring the truth about pharmaceutical sorcery and witchcraft, bring the truth about sports and ideology and idol worshiping. Will we listen? Will we really turn out of this? You know?
And they will hear my words, but they will not do them.
So we will not do them. The majority of us is not going to do the word of God, even though it sounds pleasant and it sounds well with them, because they have heard the truth. That the mysteries of the questions that they ask about life and certain things are being revealed at this time.
I'm trying myself.
But they will hear it, they will listen, but they will turn back into their wickedness. There's more. You know?
For with their mouth they show much love, but their heart goeth after their covetousness.
So their heart show much love, but their mouth go after their desires and their covetousness. That's how this society is treated. By predictive programming, traditional programming, your music. Like the brother said, like the brother X said earlier, we play the same songs over and over and over. So even though we honor the Most High, what comes out of our mouth is that same programming that we program ourselves with these songs in these churches. What comes out of our mouth is covetousness. A lot of these rap songs, what is they about? They're about cars, they're about women, they're about clothes, they're about materialism. Maseratis, Bugattis, Lamborghinis. It sound good, but it's really destruction and wickedness and covetousness. Strongholds on our people's mind. But yet we want to rest in peace. Let me get Titus chapter 3, verse 3.
The book of Titus, chapter 3, verse 3. But we ourselves also were sometimes foolish.
So we ourselves, even though we come up here and we understand this truth now, there was a time when we also was foolish. So we're not up here acting like we wasn't in the world. The Most High chose us because we were able to come out of the world. It takes one to know one. You know?
Disobedient, deceived, serving divers lusts and pleasures.
So this is how we was. We were disobedient. We was deceived. We was serving diverse lusts, sports, idol worship, pagan holidays that are tanot, telling our children lies, materialism, fornication. Because there's no law of God in the land. So you at liberty to all type of diverse lusts. That's what comes with America. It comes with diverse lusts that you engage in. We were like that too. We know exactly what walk you're walking in now. We're not here up here saying that we have never walked that path. We have walked that path. Read that again.
Serving diverse lusts. But we ourselves also were sometimes foolish.
You were sometimes foolish. Read.
disobedient.
You was also disobedient. Read.
Deceived.
You was also deceived as well. Read.
Serving diverse lusts and pleasures.
You were serving in diverse lusts and pleasures, going to the clubs, or idol worshiping through sports and entertainment, materialism. We were serving in diverse pleasures, from girlfriend to boyfriends, not being monogamous, as it was written. We ain't supposed to have boyfriends and girlfriends. We were supposed to have husbands and wives. We don't.
Living in malice.
Living in malice, read.
And envy.
Envy. A lot of us envy what other people got. We envy our neighbors. A lot of us that live in the ghetto communities and the projects and stuff, we can't stand to see another brother come up. We envy. We don't.
Hateful. And hate one another.
You see what envy brings forth? Envy also brings forth hatred. Brothers got spirits that are hateful. We don't.
But after that, the kindness and love of God, our Savior, toward man appear, not by works of righteousness.
These works of righteousness.
Come on, get with
So he was
me.
like that too.
You
got something else?
You get with me, baby. I got God on me. You
Isaiah chapter 5, verse 13.
Therefore, my people are going into captivity because they have no knowledge. Our people are going into captivity because we have no knowledge.
Don't put face to man.
Our people are in spiritual captivity because they have no knowledge. We no longer in slavery no more, but we in spiritual captivity.
Hey, what is for the devil? I'll see you later.
And that's the number one thing wrong with our people, man. We walking around here mad, screaming and yelling. Ain't educated or ain't intelligent. Called unintelligent. And they look at us and they clap. And they happy because we're screaming at each other. Instead of trying to educate one another. It should be the elders out here talking about this. They should be out here talking about this. And you notice, it ain't Islam that's going to be on these corners, man. It ain't the pastors that's going to be on these corners. You got the children from 20 to 30 on the corner. Because they're not going to come out here and tell you the truth.
You guys are three. You got a speaker. He ain't got no speaker.
I already know. But that's our people. And that's my brother. You notice ain't no other nation that's going to come out here and yell at us. Nobody else. And ain't nobody else trying to fight us but our own people. That's what the scriptures is talking about. An example. We are that example. Them people that was in the Bible all throughout the Old Testament that we say went into bondage in Egypt, went into bondage in Rome, went into captivity in Babylon. That's us. We are those people. And we fight amongst ourselves, even when it comes to the Holy Bible. Isn't that terrible? And we don't look at each other and say, well, there's a problem. But you know who's looking at us saying that's a problem? All the other nations. And while they saying that's a problem, oh, let's give them religion. And we're going to make more money off of them. Because since they can't come to agreement with Christianity, let's give them Catholicism. Let's give them Islam and Judaism. Did y'all read that anywhere in the Bible? No. Let me correct myself. Have you even read the Bible to find out if these things are true? But instead, whatever they feed you on the television, you rather go with that. It was a sister that approached me talking about, I was talking to her about the Bible. And if she don't come back to me, I heard Jesus Christ, he was in a religion. I said, well, did you read that in the Bible? Of course she did. She heard it from TV. Because we are a people that's only there for the moment. We need to put our hearts into this, man. Christ said, love your God with all your heart, with all your might, and with all your soul. That's the first commandment. The first above all the others.
should be our first commandment, man. But instead, we sitting here trying to, hey, we need to get together. We need to come together and get this right. We want to argue. We want to fight. There was a brother, they get in your face, man. Your own people get in your face, ready to stab and fight you and shoot you because you're reading the Bible. Isn't that what they did with Christ? It's the same people all over again. Same people, same, at a different time, same people. Same morality. None. No law, no God, or many gods. Right? Same people, man. My fault. Y'all brothers out here in madness. I bet you that brother wasn't even drinking or nothing. He just overcame by spirit. It's the same madness. It's the same madness. Let me get Isaiah 29. Read.
Stay to yourselves and wonder. Cry ye out and cry. They are drunken, but not with wine. They stagger, but not with strong drink.
This brother came over here like he was drunk. But clearly he wasn't drunk of no wine the way he was acting. If you're in the spirit of righteousness, you're supposed to be meek and humble. You don't come over here yelling and screaming to your brothers. So what is he staggering off of? And what strong drink is he under? That was a spirit. Read that again.
Stay to yourselves and wonder. Cry ye out and cry. They are drunken, but not with wine. They stagger, but not with strong drink.
They're not staggering with strong drink. What they staggering off of? Read on.
For the Lord hath poured out upon you the spirit of deep sleep.
The Lord has poured upon you the American dream. You see that? You are American dreaming. You staggering, but you're not staggering on strong drink. You are drunk, but you're not drunken with wine. Your imaginations have been filled. You are drinking of the wine of the daughter of Babylon, America, the American dream. Like I said, we're not here to, you can go to church if you want to be entertained. We're here to wake you up and bring that truth to you. That's all we're here to do. Because the Lord is not to be mocked, and he's not the author of confusion. You want confusion? Pick a denomination. You want confusion? Pick a religion.
That's right.
The Lord is not an author of confusion. Read on.
The prophets and your rulers and seers hath he covered. And the vision of all is become unto you as the words of a book that is sealed.
A lot of us can't read the Bible. The pastors do away with the Old Testament. You bring up certain questions, they cannot answer it. They'll dismiss you, or they might ask you to even leave the church. Straight up and down. Because it's covered. The words come to them as if it was sealed. They don't have eyes for it. Read that out.
Lamentations, chapter 4, verse 17. As for us, our eyes has yet failed, for our vain help. In our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us.
So we're watching for a nation in this American dream that they cannot save us. We got to save ourselves. We got to deliver ourselves. We're trusting in an economy that has been diminishing since 2008. We owe China trillions of dollars. What do you think the result of that is going to be? It's just going to disappear? The debt is going to just disappear and vanish out of nowhere? Just because they're printing dollars and you got Powerballs every week, every day? You think that this debt is not going to be collected? When you max out your credit and your credit is delinquent with your creditors, They require you to pay that rent. They come tumbling down. They come tumbling down on your behind for that debt. You think America is not going to pay that debt back? When they going to do it? That's the big question. While we sleep, and we stagger but not on strong drink, and we increase in debt, you looking for a great credit score to buy a home, to buy a car. A lot of us, as soon as we got a little bit of credit, the first thing we did was buy us a luxury vehicle so we can mimic our idols on television. So we can mimic the American dream. So we could go to the clubs and do these different things. You have a question, bro? Okay. Okay. Oh, sure, no problem, brother. Hold on.
The Most High said to meditate day and night to show yourself approved.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Shalom to you, brother, and Barakatah. The name to meditate on, brother, can I ask you a question? Do you know the name of the Most High?
Yahweh Shah.
Yahweh Shah? That's the name that you was told?
Hey, can I say something? I don't want to get on the mic.
We're going to tell you the name that you should meditate on. It's written, it's plain and simple. This is not something that we're going off the top of our heads. Let me get Exodus chapter 3, verse 13.
God has 99 names. You got one where you call him Yahweh.
Hold on one second. My brother wants to speak.
But he goes by 99 different names.
You said you want to take some of the information home and meditate on, right? So we just want to give you some information to meditate on, all right? So you know that there's many gods, right? Yes. So with many gods, there's many names of all these different gods, right? All right. So we just want to give to you the one name under heaven that you can go home and meditate on. We want you to catch this, all right? So go to Exodus chapter 3, start at verse 15. You record? Okay. Exodus chapter 3, verse 15. Go ahead.
And God said, moreover, unto Moses, thou shalt...
13.
And Moses said unto God, behold, when I come unto the children of Israel, and shall say unto them, the God of your fathers have sent me unto you.
So Moses said to God, when I go to the children of Israel, you're an Israelite, right? When I come to you, you're going to say to me, what?
The God of your fathers have sent me unto you.
So I'm coming to you and I'm saying, the God of your fathers has sent me unto you, right? What you going to say to me?
And they shall say to me, what is his name?
You're going to say to me, what is the God of my forefathers' name? You understand? Right? Go ahead.
What shall I say unto them?
What am I going to tell you when you ask me that? Right? Go ahead.
And God said unto Moses, I am that I am.
This is what you say to the children of Israel. I am that I am. Ahaya, Ashar, Ahaya. Go ahead.
And he said, thus shalt thou say unto the children of Israel, I am have sent me unto you.
I am has sent me unto you. So there was a conversation between God and Moses. And Moses was saying, when I go to the children of Israel, they are going to ask me, what's my God's name? He said what?
I am that I am.
That's what he said. So when you talk about Yahweh, or when you talk about God or Jesus or whatever other name they got for these different gods, because that's what they are, because it's not the God of our forefathers. The God of our forefathers' name is Ahaya, Ashar, Ahaya. When he went to the children of Israel, he said what?
Thus shalt thou say unto the children of Israel,
I'm going to say this to the children of Israel. Go ahead.
I am have sent me unto you.
Ahia has sent me unto you. Go ahead.
And God said, moreover, unto Moses, thus shalt thou say unto the children of Israel, the Lord God of your fathers, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob, have sent me unto you. This is my name forever.
How long is that his name?
Forever.
Did it ever change?
Forever.
Will it ever change?
Forever.
Is it any other name?
Forever.
No other name. Finish that last part.
And this is my memorial unto all generations.
I want you to remember this for all generations. For all generations. Shalom, brother. Yes. Shalom. Check it out. Check it out. Okay. Okay. Bless. I'm a little loud, huh? Oh, okay. We want to say all praises to the Most High, Ahaya Bashim Yeshaya. He is the God above all gods. And there are many gods being worshipped in this society, in this community, in this country. There are many gods. And they have us following many gods instead of the God that was given to us, or that resides over us and takes care of us. So all praise to the Most High, Ahaya, Ashar, Ahaya, Bashim, Yeshaya, Wa. Amen.